Hello guys, welcome to the video tutorial for AutoBlock. When you first launch the app, it's actually going to take you right to the log screen. This is where all the different messages that are blocked will show up. First thing you want to do is you want to jump right into the Conversations tab. This shows you all the different accounts that you have set up in your device that the app will potentially block. Will actually potentially block and support blocking. So you have your SMS account, you have your PIN messaging account, for example, and you have all your other email addresses set up. So let's just say we jump, right into one of these accounts here. There's two ways to block, a message. One thing you can do is you can actually tap on the message itself. So let's just say you're here, you can actually tap on the messages, and that'll automatically just select the ones to block. Then once you have the messages you want to block, you simply just hit block, and that'll actually add it right to your blocked screen. So you're here, and that'll actually block. That'll actually add the block messages there. The second way to actually block messages is if you go to your hub, and let's just say this one is a potentially bad message or something. What you can do is you can actually tap on the message, and you have this sender, whatever who's going to be blocked, admin@canadainc.org. You can hit more, and you can hit share auto block, and that'll automatically add the account right to the block list. Now, here's what's interesting. When you block a message, you'll actually get some of these, the keywords. The app is going to go into it and start parsing some of these keywords that are found in the message. This is especially for spammers who want to sell you the same product, but they keep changing their email address over and over, so you can't block it. So this keywords facility allows the app to detect certain keywords that are matched on the app, on the email, and be able to filter using those instead. So even if the person changes their email address over and over, the fact that that keyword is going to be matched with the subject line of the message, it'll be able to still delete the message. So let's say we decided to take Canada as one of the keywords. All we do is we simply hit save, and that'll add the keyword, and that'll dismiss it. So anyway, so now you should see that we actually added one more email address right to our blocked list. So if I just close the app, reopen the app here, I go to blocked, you'll see that this new email address was added. So that's the second way of adding it. You can also, obviously, like we did here in the conversations, let's just say we decided to tap here, we block, we can now block this message, and we can add keywords right from here. So the keywords, once again, we can add as many keywords as we want. So let's just say we decided to take engaging as another keyword. So here's what's interesting now. If I go to the keywords tab, these are all the different keywords that I've added so far. The threshold here specifies how many times how many hits should there be until the app determines that this is a spam message. So let's just say you only match one keyword in the subject line, then this will not be enough. It will not delete it right away. But if it matches two keywords, so any of these two, let's just say both of these two in the subject line, then it will mark it as spam. So we'll leave the threshold as 2. If you want to get more aggressive, you can bring that down to 1. So we'll go ahead and show you right now. So remember, the only ones that I have set up here as blocked are these 3 addresses. I'm going to go ahead and send an email now from a different account, from this account right here, which is not blocked. And I'm going to send it to this email address, the one that's being, that's set up on the device. And I'm going to go ahead and add, in my subject line, I'm going to put 2 of those keywords that I have. So you'll see that, Canada and engaging. So I'm going to try one message without it. I'm going to just try something. You're going to notice that this message is probably not going to get, hopefully it's not going to get blocked. So as you'll see, nothing in the logs, nothing gets added, here the message comes through just fine. No issues. Now, if I decide to now send a message, so right here, same message, but I'm going to now go ahead and say something like following something. Sorry, it wasn't following. I think it was engagement, right? Here, go engaging. So I'm going to use engaging in Canada in my subject line here. So I'm going to say Canada engaging, or I'll just separate them out even. Canada. So there can be words in between and engaging. And it doesn't matter what the body of the message says. But here you'll see something. I'm going to go ahead and close the app even. So I don't repair anything. But just to show you, the app is headless. So, it'll it doesn't necessarily have to be open. So as you can see, this message no longer shows up here. It was blocked. And when you open the app, you'll see the message was blocked. So that's that's as easy as how it is. So we can, if you set up your keywords, it'll automatically just delete those messages. And of course, if I'm sent an email from this specific sender, that would also delete the message right away from that sender as well. I could also do something else here where I can actually go add, and I put in my email address here that I want to add. So now it'll completely, any message that comes from this email address, no matter what I put in the subject line, you'll see that it's going to get deleted, because simply I just decided to add that sender as my as a spammer. So you'll see here that hopefully, see, nothing's going to show up. It's an actual. It completely deletes it in silence. So see, the second one here completely got deleted. I didn't have to put any special keywords this time. It just knew to delete that because it's here. So let's just say I'll go ahead and clear this block list here. That gets cleared. I'm going to now enable this thing called scan sender name. Let's go ahead and bring our threshold down to 1. Let's be a little bit more aggressive this time. I'm going to go ahead and enable this thing called scan sender name. This is a purchasable feature, so you can get an add-on here. And what that's going to do is it allows you to actually scan, get much more aggressive here, because you can actually scan the sender's name. So as you saw, the sender's name here is SMS SALAT. So if I wanted to, I can scan the sender's name as part of my keywords here, and I can add a keyword called Salah. And anything that comes in from with this as a sender's name will actually get matched. So let's go ahead and try something here. I'm going to try, it doesn't matter what I put in the subject line. So remember, I don't have this email address blocked anymore in the block list. My block list is empty. It's simply going to now match based on that keyword SALAT. So hopefully that message is going to come in now. And as you saw, it gets deleted silently. So since that word was matched, it automatically now deleted that message as well. Another thing you can do is you can actually set scan sender address. Now, what's interesting about scan sender address is that you can actually be very aggressive in this one, and you can actually block anything that the address contains. So that means you can even block based on the domain name. So if somebody's sending you something from pokerstars.net or something like that, you can actually block the entire pokerstars.net the extension. So we'll go ahead and clear out all these keywords, and I'll show you now how I can actually, just to show you how aggressive this thing can be. I'll actually block anything that has the word maybe SMS, yeah. So we'll put like SMS, or you know what? We'll even block Gmail. So anything that has has Gmail in the address, as you saw here, this address here is a Gmail address, right? So anything that has gmail.com in the address line, we're actually going to block it. So that's what I'm setting up there. So I said here, so I have nothing else in my block, I have nothing else in my keywords, but just because this thing is going to have Gmail in the address, that will actually block it. So new message should get blocked. So you'll see here that just because this is a Gmail address, it will actually block it. And I think it already did block it. So there you go, new message already got blocked just because it's Gmail. So you have to be very careful with this, because you don't want to put something like Gmail here, right? Because that will actually block anybody who has Gmail in their address. So you want to be very selective here, but just to show you the power of auto block when you have this feature on. So that's the keywords feature. So you can add your own keywords and stuff here. You can also choose to add a phone number for your SMS messages and stuff like that. You can add senders like 613-444-2356 or something. So that adds an SMS number. You can add email addresses here, abc@hotmail.com. You can also now use search. So if you have a lot of different addresses that you have blocked, you can actually hit search, and you can search for, let's just say ABC or something, let's just say Hotmail, and that'll actually, filter out exactly which ones you want. And, if you wanted to, let's just say you can now delete, you can actually tap on this, and you can actually unblock one of these addresses that you had blocked before. But so that's that's the basic thing. You can also hit update here. Now this is what's very interesting with the auto block. You actually have a community of people who will be reporting the spammers. So just because you don't know, certain spammers don't get to you first, other people may have experienced these spammers, and they actually go ahead and anytime they hit this update button, it actually syncs their block list with our servers, so everybody gets to report and share all these spammers. So I'll show you here when I hit yes. Make sure you're on a Wi-Fi connection. It's about like 600 megs, 600K or 300K, I believe now, optimized. So these are all the different addresses and everything that other people have reported. So you can pick, you don't want to go ahead and select everybody. You want to actually go ahead and pick the ones, a bunch of these ones, because some people can decide to report a very valid account, like somebody might consider messages from Canada Trust Bank spam, but that doesn't apply to you specifically. You don't, Canada Trust might be a very legitimate, might be sending you important emails. So, that's why we took out the select all option from here, because we don't want, people accidentally, getting very important messages blocked. So you can just go ahead and select whichever, ones you want, and then you just hit save, and that'll add all those other senders in there. So other than that, you can also, by the way, in keywords, you can also add a bunch of keywords, let's say. So I can also search for keywords here, same way I did in the other one. So let's just say ZXCV or something. That'll give you that match. So that's the keywords there. So from there on, that's pretty much it. So if you want to now clear out your logs, you can always do this. Clear logs here. That'll clear out the logs. For your block senders are here. Now, some other cool features that you can have is we'll go ahead and jump to the help section here. The help section, just very, very basic help video tutorial here for you. Then there is the bug reports. So if you're ever experiencing any issues, messages not being blocked when it's supposed to, what you want to do is you want to turn on the service logging. Okay, and when it starts, when the service logging starts, and you want to maybe potentially send us a bug report, make sure you have service logging on. When service logging is on, you can now close the app. The next time a message comes in that was supposed to be blocked but it wasn't, you can open the app again. You go back to the bug reports page, and you hit submit logs. And what submit logs is going to do now is it's actually going to get you to, you can put in your notes here, a certain message did not get blocked, and then you put in all your notes and all your information there, and then you hit OK. That will actually get you, that'll actually send it off to us. We can investigate. Make sure you send us an email as well with an event ID that's going to be there. Make sure you give us that information, and we can investigate. But make sure you have service logging on, because that will actually allow some logging in the app, so we can investigate. But you want to turn that off, by the way. You also might want to turn on UI logging if you don't want, this kind of stuff will actually help you save on battery if you turn off service logging, especially because you don't want it to start logging verbosely if there's no point in it. Then let's go to settings here. So some of the settings here that we have. You can turn on sound if anytime a message gets blocked, you want it to actually turn on, you want it to actually show you an alert. Now the sound is obviously going to depend on what device profile your phone is on. If it's on, for example, silent, it's not going to put up a sound. If it's on vibrate, it might not put up a sound, like depending on the setting that you have. But if it's on normal mode, it will give you a sound. You have waitlist all contacts, which means that if you want to if a contact sends you something with some weird keywords that you have blocked, but you have this thing on, it'll skip that kind of scanning. Now, the idea that there's something that you should know. There is a bug with operating OS 10.2.1 where the feature doesn't always work. We are going to be pursuing this with BlackBerry, and we're hoping to get that fixed in the another OS update or another actually app update when we get to it. You also have here Start at Conversations tab, and what this means is every time you open the app, it'll actually jump right into conversations instead of the logs tab. This way, you get to file block addresses much quicker. So that is now. Then there is also the move spam to trash. So as you saw so far, every single spam message actually. So this is a purchasable feature as well. So if you turn on move spam to trash, as you notice so far, all the messages have been actually permanently deleted. But what you can do is you can actually, if you go to your trash, when in the device, when you go to your settings here, and you go to your accounts, let's say, and you go to your account, and then you go to contacts. Sorry, not contacts. It's actually email. So when you go to your email here, you go to edit folder settings. You want to make sure that you have this trash thing, the trash folder actually synced up here. If you have that folder synced up, what you can do is now, whenever the messages actually get deleted, you'll see that it will actually move it to your trash folder. So here, I'll show you what I mean here. Blocked senders. Let me see here. I guess I'll send a message here with goal as the keyword. So goal ABCD. I'll send that over, and you'll see here the message will actually get deleted here, but the message it will actually end up in the trash folder. So this way, when you see this way, basically, if you actually accidentally deletes one of the messages, you'll actually be able to see it right in your trash folder. Like if there is an accidental deletion or something like that, and you want to actually recover, this is an easy way to get that. And that's pretty much it. That's really your settings there. You can also back up and restore your database. So we have these, let's say, all these blocked, these blocked senders and stuff like that. I can go to settings. I can go to backup, and let's say I back up to the MISC folder. So that just backed it up. Now what I can do is let's just say delete all these. I'll delete this. Now, if I go back, go to restore, go to MISC, and I restore this one, so it'll actually restart the app. But when you load it, you'll see that my old addresses and everything are back. So this is an easy way, nice way to actually restore your stuff. What you can also do is, if you have a really large list, if you have a really large blocked list, and you delete a lot of the logs, periodically, maybe every month or so, you might want to go in here more and then do optimize. That will try to make the app a little bit faster when it does lookups. This is optional. You don't have to do that. It's just if you wanted to get a little bit more faster out of after the with the lookups. If the app is not really that slow, you don't really have to do that. But that's really about it. There's not really much else to the app. As you know, the app is headless. You need minimum OS 10.2.1 for it. It doesn't support call blocking just yet. That is coming in for OS 10.3. We're still waiting for the API from BlackBerry, but it should be coming for 10.3. When it does, you'll actually just be able to, in your conversations, you'll just be able to find, your phone number right here as another account, and you'll just be able to delete from there. But that's really about it. If you have any questions, do reach out to us. So you can, if you have any issues, hit us up on the bug reports. If you like the app, please do leave us a positive review on BlackBerry World. It just takes a second. Just give us a positive review, and it will really encourage us to try to support the app and continue development for it, and keep putting out updates to help so you guys get rid of these pesky spammers from your inboxes. And other than that, if you have any other questions, feel free to email us. Our mailbox is always open, and we're usually very fast at responses. So we hope you enjoy the app. If you have any questions, you can also hit us up on our BBM channel that gets launched right when you open the app. Thank you very much for purchasing AutoBlock. We hope that we'll hear from you soon. If not, we'll be able to talk to you soon if there's anything. Thank you very much. Take care.